Hey everyone. What I have here is a 2016 Odes um, 800 X4 Dominator. And so I thought if anyone else owns one of these or is doing upgrades to their Odes, um, I got the bright idea of starting a YouTube channel on my rebuild and um, complete restoration of this 2016. As you can see, it is a completely faded painting. It is the standard version, so it has uh, they have the short travel and the long travel editions with these Odes, and this is the standard short travel. Also doesn't have power steering, and the person I bought it from hit a rock, it seems, and completely bent this CV joint here on the front right, and looks like the lower control arm as well. So gonna be replacing that, and it's really dirty, but when I bought it, it ran and it drove. So once I started it up, I thought it was a good enough deal to go ahead and buy it before knowing anything about Odes. And shortly after that, I found out that Odes filed for bankruptcy. So parts are somewhat hard to come by, but through my research also, I learned that the Odes chassis is a complete copycat of the Yamaha Rhino, and this engine is a clone of the Can-Am I-Vortex fuel-injected 800 cc motor. So if I can't find Odes specific parts for this, I'll look up the Rhino, the Yamaha Rhino for, parts for the suspension and the chassis. And then these engine parts are actually somewhat easier to come by. But, I thought I might as well just start a channel as I refurbish this, because there's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing. As you can see, I already have one of the headlights taken out, but I am, let me lift up the hood here. So, and as you can see, I have already taken off the roof as well. These two seats, and we got a bunch of crap in the back. That's all coming out too. But so just to kind of start from the top, what I've already done to it is I had to replace the brake master unit, and my dad was driving it after we bought it, and I guess he pressed on the brakes and this glass film here busted out, so I had to replace this and bleed the system of all the air. And if anyone has ever done something like that, it was my first time, and it was a complete pain in the ass. So that's been done. I'll probably, try to bleed the air one more time, just to make sure there's no air in the brakes, but brakes are working now. I am going to upgrade the shocks with a reservoir shock. I have brand new long travel control arms, upper and lower, that I got off of eBay from a totaled Odes that they parted out. So I got a really good deal on the long travel control arms. And I have to also buy new CV CV axles, because with the long travel A-arms, they come out about 3 or 4 inches wider. So these need to be extended. And I am taking off all of the paneling, the wheel flares, and sanding all of this and painting it. Same with the dash and the hood extension. Dash I'm taking apart. This start push button, apparently these fall off easy. As you can see, it's fallen off. It's dirty as hell. And I have some rust on this as well, so I got to take this off and repaint it. And I'm going to do taking off the roll cage as well. The roll cage is going to come off. I'm probably going to do rhino lining spray on this and the flares. Then also what I bought a power steering unit as well from Easy Steer. So I'm installing that right here. So there's going to go power steering. I'm going to keep the wheels, but I'm going to get bigger tires after I've lifted it. And the control arms that I bought, I'm actually going to sand these down. So as you can see, here's the difference in these control arms. You have the tube control arms there, and then you have these A arms. These things are beefy and badass, to be honest. And so I'm gonna paint these. Trying to decide between red or blue. I have blue paint right now, but whatever shock coil color, I'm gonna try to match those two. Hopefully, I've been looking for these little control arm like bush guards, and I like the ones that say Odes or they have like a design on them. Haven't been able to find one of those yet. This is kind of cracking a bit down here, so I'm gonna have to replace this. This is like I guess I want to say master airflow connection to. Well, it looks like, yeah, this looks like it's the true, like, head unit exhaust manifold part. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the master airflow. So all the air is coming through here. And then, this part's all janky, and I'm going to replace that. So from there, I'm going to take off the clutch cover here. I'm going to make sure that belt is looking good. I'm going to so I'm going to take off all of this dashing, all of these floors here, clean that up, paint anything that I can. I'm also going to try to, take off all these dials here and the screen and stuff, and do the dash, like rhino line that as well. And I bought a brand new exhaust. It's a Two Brothers Performance exhaust. So I'm putting that on, and then all of the doors and everything, all the plastic trimming, all of that is going to be basically repainted. There's bought a paint that's specific for bumper and plastic trimming too, just black. So clean it and go over it really quick. And I'm also going to be draining the front and rear differential fluid, replacing that fluid. I'm going to change the spark plugs, change the oil, and then anything else that kind of comes up as I go, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make those changes as well. I got a bunch of crap on the back. That's going to come out soon. But Yeah, I have one of the tie rods came loose under here, and other than that, everything works. So it's just a lot of TLC here. And this is the first time I've ever owned one of these. As you can see, I've said it, I can't say it enough, it's dirty as hell. So, it's got a lot of, it's got a lot of potential. It just takes some time and, some, delicate hands. So one of the other things, in the future, once all the big stuff's fixed, I'm going to be installing a sound bar up here between these two parts of the roll cage. Some wheel well neon lights, and all the cool flashy stuff that you can do. So that's everything I'm doing. So, if there's anything I missed or any ideas that you guys have, this will be my first YouTube channel, but I thought this would be a cool thing to kind of document in case anyone ever gets a wild hair and, kind of does the same thing that I'm about to do here. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and, you guys will be with me every step of the way. All right. Cheers.